Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. It's a late one. At the time of record, it's 11 o'clock, but I was like, you know what? Let me just try again, upload out. Hope you guys enjoy. But yeah, this is in regards to, of course, Benjamin Šeško. Now, this German media outlet, whatever, I don't even know what you call them, but has stated now apparently RB Leipzig have lowered the demand for Benjamin Šeško to around 70 million euros. And now if you convert that to pounds, in my head, if I do the calculations, that comes to around 58 million pounds. So under or 60, around 60 million pounds, depends on when you do the conversion. But in my head right now, I'm gonna say that's 60 million pounds. So around 60 million pounds is the price value what is being reported for Benjamin Šeško. Now, for me, I made my thing quite clear. Actually, I haven't made it clear. For me, my opinions have been changing. Okay, there was one period where I was set on Šeško, but then he changed to Gyökeres. Then he changed back to Šeško, and now, to be honest, I'm leaning 55 to Gyökeres. Actually, I would say 60 to Gyökeres and 40 to Šeško, and I'll give you my reasons for that. The reason why I want Benjamin Gyökeres is because simply I want someone to be able to put the ball in the back of the net. I don't care if he looks fancy. I don't care about any link-up play. I'm tired of it. We've had that in Kai Havertz. We've had that in Jesus. I just want a bagsman. I just want someone, when you give them the ball, they are going to slam it in the goal. That is literally what I just want that now. I just want someone like a Haaland, where you give them it and you just know their goal is simple. It's to basically score a goal, okay? Because we've had Jesus, we've had Havertz. We've never been goal scorers. Both their attributes are more about linking play. If you talk about Havertz or Jesus, what's the main attribute? No one's going to tell you about the goal scoring ability. And I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. I just want a striker that can score, okay? I don't know why that is that's too much to ask for. I just want a striker that gets the ball and puts it in the back of the net. And that's why for me I was favouring Gyökeres, because the numbers, this guy was putting up crazy numbers, and his supposed argument, him being able to put the ball in the back of the net. At the same time, I understand why some people want Šeško, okay? The reason why a lot of people want Šeško is because of what they feel that Šeško can become. They see his potential, they see his attributes, his raw attributes, you know, his physical aspects. Well, not his physical in terms of strength, but more he's a tall player, he's good aerially, he has a wonderful strike on him. That is one thing I'll give him, that this guy has a strike on him, and not many strikers have that strike on him, and not even many players in Arsenal have a strike on him, a strike on them like Šeško has one, where, you know, they can pull off these worldies, like 30-yard bangers, okay? Not many Arsenal players can do that. Not many players in the world really can do that, and that is Benjamin Šeško's one of his clear traits. So I do hear why a lot of Arsenal fans are favouring Šeško, because of attributes like that, because of his you know, his ability to link up play. In terms of raw skills and a pure footballer, you have to give it to Šeško. Šeško seems like more of a player that can link up, that can beat his man. So that's one thing he's ahead of Gyökeres for. So I will give him that. But like I said, my opinion really changes. But it's clear right now we need to sign one. Because for me, I don't even think the club know who they want to sign. And the issue with Arsenal in terms of these two is, well, both of them are going to leave. This summer, both of these guys are going to leave to a club. And the thing with Arsenal is we have to get the right one, because we are not in a position, I've said it in my previous videos, that we are not in a position to mess this up. That's my worry. That is literally one of my worries, because I feel like one's going to do well and the other one's going to do bad. And I just can't see it. I can just see, like, either way, like, say we go get Šeško, yeah? Šeško doesn't hit the floor running and Gyökeres does. The whole argument will be, how did we not get Gyökeres when you looked at his numbers? How did we ignore this? How did we miss out on the numbers? You know, that's the same thing. And at the same time, if we get Gyökeres and say Šeško does well, it's all going to be like, oh my God, how did we miss on this talent, this generational talent, this Isaac 2.0? So it's so hard to choose which one. Literally, it's so hard to choose which one, because they both have this. They both have the strengths and they both have the weaknesses. And to be honest, they're two completely opposite players. That's the thing. They are both opposite players. So it's hard. Honestly, it's hard. Even for me, I'm struggling to think on which one I'm 100% on, because my opinions are constantly changing. The reason why Gyökeres goes a bit ahead of me, sorry, bit ahead of Šeško, is just because of his age. He is a bit older and he looks like a player that is a fighter. He looks like one of those players that is ready to lead the line. But at the same time, I'm just contradicting myself. Šeško, you saw the thing with Isaac, okay? Isaac comes in, he comes with 9 league goals, by the way. 2 seasons or 1 season. Look, Isaac now, probably the best striker in the world. I know in terms of goals, he does have the numbers, but in terms of overall striker, there is not many strikers better than Isaac. So I don't even know what to tell you guys, but this is going to be a hard decision for the club to make. And I cannot stress how important this decision is, because we cannot afford to mess up this striker signing. We simply cannot afford to mess it up. Because like I said, after these two, what other good strikers are there on the market? Like, this next striker we get out of them two, they have to be the one. They have to be the one. They have to be the striker we stick with for the next 4 or 5 years. Like, this is our striker, our number 9. So the club have to get it right. In terms of Gyökeres, we don't even know his asking prices. We know both of them have been promised certain things, and the clubs have not agreed to it. We both know, we both know the reports. We know that Gyökeres was promised a certain price tag, and apparently Sporting Lisbon are not honouring it. The sort of Fabrizio Romano has also said that apparently Gyökeres is on strike. So Gyökeres is pushing for a move. Gyökeres will definitely leave Sporting Lisbon this summer, 100%. He will leave Sporting Lisbon this summer, whether it's Arsenal or whether it's Man United. He will leave to a club. I was surprised Chelsea didn't want to get him, and maybe Liverpool, they might come in last minute for him. Šeško, I don't know. Šeško looks like one of those players. I know Leipzig want to sell him just because of the money, because no Champions League, they are in desperate need of money. So, and he's one of their players, well, more valuable players they can, sell on. So both of them are going to leave, and Arsenal need to get the right one. So I don't even know. Like I said, my head is changing every day. It's changing, but let's see what happens. The reports are saying that apparently Šeško is Arsenal's favourites. Arsenal favouring Šeško over Gyökeres, and it makes sense because we've been trying to chase Šeško for flipping 2 years now, almost 1.5 years. I've been hearing Šeško links flipping 2 seasons ago. So at this point, just get one. Whether it's Šeško, whether it's Gyökeres, number one thing is we cannot afford to mess this up. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Of course, what's more important is your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys hopefully potentially in a new video tomorrow if I can be asked to record or if there's any news. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.